Hi, I'm Chris Werschke, Product Manager for the mid-frame engine drives at Miller Electric. Our Bobcat and Trailblazer engine-driven welder generators are now available with electronic fuel injection, or EFI. While EFI is standard technology on most cars, it's fairly new to welder generators. Essentially, EFI optimizes the air-fuel ratio for all engine speeds and all engine loads. It's what enables a V6 engine to deliver small block V8 performance while getting even better gas mileage. Today we'd like to show you how EFI works and discuss the benefits it can bring to you. To help us do that, we brought in Brandon Fredericks from Kohler Engines. Kohler manufactures the engines for our Bobcats and Trailblazers and is an industry leader in EFI technology. Brandon, can you explain the difference between an EFI engine and a standard carbureted engine?
You bet. As Chris mentioned, fuel injection isn't a new technology at all, but it is new to the small engine industry. In the past, the engines in our industry have relied on carburetors for fuel delivery. A carburetor is a mechanical device that mixes the air and fuel before it flows into the cylinders for combustion. But how does a carburetor know the right amount of air and fuel? It doesn't. That's why carburetors are calibrated before their use. Engineers set the calibration for an engine so that each cylinder will always have enough fuel regardless of the operating conditions of the engine. Even when the cylinder is closed, the carburetor floods the manifold waiting for intake and the spark fires, a process known as batch injection. The result? Inefficiency. Uneven distribution of air and fuel between the engine cylinders, less than optimal power and fuel consumption. So how does Kohler EFI differ? Mounted on the engine are a series of sensors that provide critical feedback to the electronic control unit, or ECU. This onboard computer analyzes information about air temperature, throttle position, and manifold pressure. But most importantly, the oxygen content in the exhaust through the use of an oxygen sensor, just like the one found in the car you drive. Using the information from these sensors, the ECU not only optimizes the amount of fuel to be injected, but also determines when the injection should occur and when the spark should be provided in each individual cylinder, a process known as sequential injection. Meanwhile, using the oxygen sensor, the ECU is continually evaluating the engine performance by monitoring the exhaust, ensuring the engine is utilizing all the air and fuel in combustion. It's this critical feedback that distinguishes our closed-loop EFI system from the rest of the competition's open-loop systems, which have no oxygen sensor and provide no combustion feedback. The result? Maximized fuel efficiency, reduced emissions, optimal power, no choke, and greater startability. Now we'll turn it back over to Chris and he'll go over the benefits in greater detail.
So now that you understand the technical difference between a Kohler EFI engine and a standard carbureted engine, let's review what benefits this technology brings to you as a Miller Bobcat or Trailblazer owner. Kohler EFI provides up to 25% better fuel economy, which can save you up to $600 per year in fuel, extend run times by as much as 25%, and even reduce emissions. You get fast, easy starts in all climates because there's no choke required. These engines also deliver consistent, reliable operation and are less prone to fuel deterioration caused by infrequent use. And also with EFI, you get 12,000 watts of generator power. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what one of our customers had to say about their Miller Bobcat EFI.
My name is Christopher Kramer. I actually am owner-operator of Metal Connections based out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Specialize in custom fabrication, everything from structural work to even lighter, tabletop fabrication. Now with the electronic fuel injection is an option out there for instant startup. Without a choke, fuel savings we would have to fill up daily, and now it's about every 2 days. Less hassle having to run around going to get fuel or sending anyone to go get fuel, and wasting the downtime of having to refuel, etc. Savings is incredible. Noise output, generator output. The increased generator output, again, having electronic fuel injection vice carbureted models, you get that extra 1,000 watts of performance as far as generator output power. It's significant. I found that now over a vice carbureted model, I'm going to switch over to fuel injection without a doubt.
Now that you understand how EFI works and the benefits it brings, next time you're looking for a welder generator, be sure it's blue and has a Kohler engine with electronic fuel injection.